Now, with any maintenance function, we need to ensure that our power is disconnected first. Indoor units have a standard 3-prong cable. Outdoor units, you will need to locate the breaker or a local disconnect. We want to point out some valves underneath the cabinet. On the hot side, we have a pressure relief valve, a shutoff valve, and a drain down valve. On the cold side, we have a shutoff valve and a drain down valve as well. The filter is located just above this point, as shown here. It is, of course, in the direct path of water, so before removing the filter, we need to turn the water off at the shutoff valves that we've just mentioned. If you do not have these valves, you will need to turn the cold water off where it enters the structure at the main. And you need to think about adding these valves for future maintenance as well. The filter is now ready to be removed. If it is too tight to unscrew by hand, you can use a pair of needle nose pliers, but do not use the pliers as we are showing you here. The filter housing is plastic and you don't want to crack it. We would prefer that you insert the pliers as shown here just to get it started. Then you can unscrew the filter by hand. Be prepared for a small amount of water to come out of the housing. After you remove the filter, if the water is still continuing, you need to investigate. You may not have turned your water off completely. As we zoom on to the filter, for what it's worth, it's about 283 microns or about 55 mesh. Certainly fine enough to keep any small particles out of the water heater. To clean the filter, you can either tap on it, you can use a cotton swab, clean from the inside, or if you'd like, you can run water through it. Keep in mind at this point, our hot water is off, so you would have to use the cold water. As you see, this filter does have a little bit of debris in it as well. Before replacing the filter, take a look at the O-ring located here. Just make sure that it is in good condition. To replace the filter, you only want to tighten by hand. Nice and snug, hand tight. Do not use pliers. Turn the cold back on. Turn the hot on as well. Take a look at your filter. Make sure that it is not leaking any water. If it is, you may not have tightened the filter enough, or there's a small chance that you've over-tightened it and cracked the housing. That is pretty rare though.